Hello students, today I will discuss about adsorption isotherm when the extent of adsorption x by m, where x is the amount of adsorbate and m is mass of adsorbate, is plotted against pressure at constant temperature. The curve is called adsorption isotherm. Now adsorption isobar, a plot of extent of adsorption x by m versus temperature at constant pressure is known as adsorption isobar and adsorption isosphere. The straight line showing variation of pressure with temperature T for a given quantity of adsorption is called adsorption isosphere. Now, characteristics of catalytic reactions. A catalyst remains unchanged in mass and chemical composition at the end of the reaction. Small quantity of catalyst is generally needed to produce almost unlimited reactions. A catalyst cannot initiate a reaction. A catalyst is more effective when it is finely divided because surface area becomes large. A catalyst is specific in its action. A change in temperature changes the rate of catalytic reaction. A catalyst does not alter the final position of equilibrium, though it initiates though its rate will be increased. Now, some important features of solid catalysis. Solid catalyst increases activity of catalyst. The ability of a catalyst to increase the rate of reaction is called activity. In absence of catalyst, hydrogen and oxygen do not react to form water, but in presence of solid platinum, they go for explosive reaction and make liquid water. Selectivity of catalyst. It is the ability of catalyst to direct a reaction to yield a particular product. Example, both hydrogenation and dehydration of ethanol are possible, but in presence of certain catalyst, only the reaction is made to occur. For example, ethyl alcohol in presence of copper at 573 Kelvin produces ethanol, and ethanol in presence of Al2O3 produces ethene. Now, catalytic promoter. A substance, though itself not a catalyst, promotes the activity of a catalyst is known as catalytic promoter. For example, iron in Haber's process, nitrogen hydrogen changes to ammonia is a catalyst, but in presence of small amount of molybdenum solid on iron, along with iron, the rate will be highly increased. Self-selective catalysis. Self-selective catalysis, catalytic reaction which depends upon the pore structure of catalyst and the size of reactant and product molecules, is known as self-selective catalysis. Zeolites exhibit self-selective catalysis because of their honeycomb-like structure. Zeolites are self-selective catalysts. Zeolites are microporous aluminosilicates having the general formula given, where they have honeycomb-like structures. Before being used, they are heated in vacuum so that water of hydration is lost. As a result, they become porous. The pore size is in the range of 260 to 740 picometer. The catalytic reaction taking place in zeolite depends upon the size and shape of reactant and product molecules as well as the pores and cavities of zeolites. That is why zeolites are called self-selective catalysts. Zeolites have found uses as catalyst in petrochemical industries for cracking of hydrocarbons and isomerization. ZSM5 is a very good zeolite which converts alcohol to gasoline or petrol by dehydration. Now, enzyme catalysis. Enzymes are complex nitrogenous organic compounds produced in living cells of plants and animals Chemically, enzymes are globular proteins with higher molecular mass ranging from 15,000 to 10 lakhs gram per mole. They are also called biocatalysts as they catalyze a large number of chemical reactions that occur in bodies of plants and animals to maintain their life processes. Now, characteristics. Enzymes form a colloidal solution in water and hence they are very active catalysts. Like inorganic catalysts, they cannot disturb the final state of equilibrium of a reversible reaction. They are highly specific in nature. Their activity is increased in the presence of certain substances known as enzymes. A small quantity of enzyme catalyst is sufficient for a large change. The enzyme activity can be reduced by the presence of certain compounds known as inhibitors. The use of many drugs is used on their action as enzyme inhibitors in the body. Example: cane sugar water changes to cane sugar hydrolyzes in presence of invertase to give glucose and fructose. Glucose in presence of enzyme changes to ethyl carbon dioxide. Starch hydrolyzes in presence of diastase to give maltose. Maltose hydrolyzes in presence of maltase to give glucose. Urea hydrolyzes in presence of urease to give ammonia and carbon dioxide. In stomach, the enzyme pepsin converts proteins to peptides, whereas in intestine, pancreatic trypsin converts protein into amino acids by hydrolysis, which will be absorbed by the body. Ptyalin enzymes present in human saliva converts starch into glucose. Now, mechanism of enzyme catalyzed reactions. For example, when enzyme reacts with a substrate, it gives new product. The mechanism is E plus S. S is substrate, E for enzyme gives ES intermediate. After certain time, these intermediate will be changed to enzyme and product. The mechanism: E is as key, S substrate as log. Now ES substrate will be formed. After certain time, enzyme will be free, making the product. Now, the enzyme catalyzed reactions may be considered to proceed in two steps: binding of enzyme to substrate to form an activated complex E plus S, ES star intermediate, decomposition of activated complex to form product ES star to ENP. Now, it is given in a list some catalysis in industry: Haber's process, catalyst finely divided iron, molybdenum as promoter; Oswald process, catalyst platinized asbestos, temperature 573 Kelvin; contact process, manufacturing sulfuric acid, catalyst platinized asbestos or vanadium pentoxide. So, students, this is all about the catalyst portion. Next, we will discuss in the next video colloidal solution, crystalloids, classifications of colloids, surface active reagent, charge on colloidal particles, etc. in the next video.